ever heard of shock therapy for depression? I have, and I've actually had it. And it's nothing like the movies. Yeah, nothing like that. Back in the olden days, it was kind of used as a punishment, I think. I'm not quite sure if you've seen the movie One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Yeah, not today. And I'm going to explain to you how I found out about electroconvulsive therapy, not shock therapy. Well, I guess you could call it that. Well, back around many years ago, I tried to off myself, and I ended up in the state psychiatric ward, and I was there for like probably I'd have to say 2.5 months to 3 months. And in the state psychiatric ward, they have like it's one unit, but down this way is the males and down this way is the females. But you're allowed to walk both. And I had been there. They were adjusting my meds and stuff, and then something happened, which I'm going to tell you right now. For weeks, I had been walking up and down, the female, you can't go in their rooms or anything, but just doing the walk. And there was this woman in her room. She was probably in her 60s, and she was crying and crying, and every time, all the time, going by, she was in there crying, and I felt, sorry for her. But after a while of walking up and down, she slowly stopped crying, and then she came out, she ended up being in the common room, doing crossword puzzles and stuff, and I was like, what'd she have? So, the next day, I talked to my psychiatrist in the institution, and I asked him, I said, what has she had? Because she has been so sad and crying so many days. And he told me she has been receiving ECTs, or electroconvulsive therapy. And I was like, wow, what does that entail? And he told me everything. Now, for the video, I am going to read this to you, so you understand what it is. I don't want to... It's called electroconvulsive therapy, or ECT, and it's used for severe depression and other mental health conditions when meds aren't enough. Okay? So what they do is they put you under anesthesia, they put you to sleep, and they give you muscle relaxants so that when they actually put the electrodes on your forehead and they make you have a seizure, that your body doesn't actually seize. For me, it worked faster than any medication I tried, like flipped a switch in my head. And now, I'm back to the point where I have to go back, I think, and get some, because I'm going downhill fast, people. Fast. But I am safe. I'm not suicidal. I just know. I've had so many of these things, and it's been a span over many years. You gotta remember, I'm old. I'm not old. I'm retro. But it is something you should look into in your state and see if they have it, because it is extremely helpful. Well, at least in my case. So you guys, I hope you have a great night.